Alrighty, ciao and welcome back to the Bianconerizonechannel live show. Today is a match reaction to match day 14, Atalanta against Juventus. And as we all know, it was a 1-0 loss. And at this point, I don't know what we can say as fans and as a channel. It's just horrible. We're just horrible. There's plenty of what I want to say tactically and plenty of what I want to say in terms of how we set up and plenty of what I want to say oh my goodness. Sorry about Boo. He's pissed off too. So where do we start? Maybe just go back over what happened in the game. So in actuality, throughout the whole match, it was pretty uneventful in terms of chances. McKennie played a ball over the top for Chiesa, and Chiesa wanted a half breakaway, and then he didn't want to shoot. He wanted to go dribble closer to the net, where he should have probably shot with his right foot into the far corner. Chose to take it closer. Then he got tackled by Toloi. Excellent play from Toloi. And then another sticking point is the goal for Atalanta. They scored in like the 25th minute, 26th minute. It was from Zapata, and it was from an errant pass from Morata, cleared up by Jumisti, and I don't even think Jumisti tried to pass it to Zapata. It just went past the other Atalanta player and threw into Zapata, and he was onside because De Ligt was having a nightmare in the first half, and he made it 1-0, and then nothing else happened. And then the second half happened, and then we got a half breakaway from McKennie again, and he dribbled into no man's land. Then he hurt himself, and then Dybala at the crossbar. In the 95th minute, we all saw that. As fans, let us know in the comments what you think, because just venture. So this is Tuesday all over again. This is Tuesday all over again after the Chelsea game. ROFL says amazing tactics from Allegri, amazing stuff. I 100% sarcastic. I get it. I get what you're saying. They set up in a 4-4-2 again with Rabiot as a fake left midfielder / whatever. And then Chiesa went out to the left for whatever reason, and Rabiot came more into it was so weird. I was speaking to Alejandro right before we came on, or before I came on. He'll be on in about 10 minutes, and then he'll go off on this team. Usman, go ahead. Curse as much as you want in the comment section. I don't really care. Go ahead. Get it all out. But Rabiot, just the way Rabiot's so bad. There's nothing else left to say. He's such a bad player. He's just a bad player. Alexandro is such a bad player. Hello, Dominique. Hello, YFG. Morata, I'll get into a whole thing about Morata shortly, but going back into the tactics, the way we set up 4-4-2, Chiesa was supposed to start on the right, ended up on the left for the majority of the first half. Everyone else tucked over, similar to the Chelsea game. McKennie ended up being the widest right midfielder. And now, if the tactic was for Cuadrado to get forward, that's a stupid tactic. That is a stupid tactic, because we do not have the technical players that are able to keep hold of the ball, allowing Cuadrado to get forward. A 4-4-2, you can't get out. You can't make any passing lanes in a 4-4-2, especially when Locatelli's coming right in between De Ligt and Bonucci to pick up the ball. It doesn't. Nothing makes sense at this point. Nothing makes sense. Not to mention, there's just no mobility in anybody's movement. There's no mobility in any player. Everyone's static. Everyone stands in their set position. The one time we did actually end up going forward, or it was because McKennie moved the ball and moved off the back guy's shoulder in the second half. That's what he got in the half breakaway. But other than that, it's what do we like? There's nothing. There's nothing. And then when you do play the ball forward and Morata comes in to get the ball, he's a wuss. He's a wuss. Alvaro Morata is a wuss, and the ball cannot stick to his feet. Dybala, who's like 5'8" on a good day, has more obviously has more ability on the ball, but like he can hold up the ball better than Morata at this point. Morata, it's just not working. And then for Allegri to keep starting him, it just makes like send a message. Send a message. Start Moise Kean. I know it's probably not much better. Or even if Kyle George coming off the bench, he looks scared. Moise Kean off the bench looked horrible. It's just no one looked particularly good today again. Even if there were a couple players, you need at least 6 or 7 players to be good in order to win the games. We had 0 again. Delit, probably 0 out of 10. Usman saying, Usman, I guess it looks like he's had enough of Allegri, and a lot of people are fed up with Allegri. It's not the fact that I would be fine if we lost, if we just played a different way. But we're just playing in such a shit style. I'm not even going to say style. We have no style. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say, but these guys suck. Sylvia, I agree with you. Horrible. Danilo Wall, I would really want, or he's a member here. I really want an answer with Allegri why Morata, Rabiot, and Sandro start every match. That's 100%. I want an answer. I need an answer. I wish somebody was. I think somebody in the press should actually ask the tough questions for once. I want somebody to ask. Do you think Morata should deserve a start? Or what's going on? I want someone to ask him what's his style of play. I want to ask him. I want someone like if you ask any other coach, they say, yeah, we do this, this, and this. Like no one has the balls to even ask. I don't get it. I consider myself a decent. I know quite a bit of football. I have some coaching background. I don't know. I don't know the style of play. I could tell you Atalanta style of play. It's work the ball to one side, work it quick down the line, and it gets Zapata and people running to channels in behind the forward or our defenses. That's easy. I picked that out right away. What the hell's ours? The ball gets played into Morata's feet, and then it ricochets off his shins or something, and then we get scored on. Yeah, there's a lot of comments pouring out. I gotta sort this out for a second and get to these comments. Sorry, guys. She's asking me, Julian, be honest. Do you believe Allegri is the right man? If I'm gonna be completely honest, at the beginning, in May or June, whenever he was first appointed, I said, yeah, he's the man. Now, no, I'm over it. I thought he'd try something else at least. I'm going to go, what's the definition of insanity? Trying the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. He's tried 4-4-2 with Adrian Rabiot as a left center wing, whatever the fuck it is. Sorry for my language. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Play something else. Against Lazio, he was forced to play in a 4-5-1. He was forced to do that, and it was actually not bad. And we went to the Olimpico, and we beat Lazio. Another thing, Dejan Kulusevski, we're down 1-0. No, didn't even see him warm up. We saw him give the ball. He was doing his little warm up on the side there, and he gave the ball. That's the first time I seen him. He's gone. He's gone. He's being sold. It's quite obvious. You can't brand Dejan Kulusevski would need a goal. Horrible. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Again with the chat. Unholy Fun saying De Ligt is not staying for sure. Even yeah, no, 100%. Matthias De Ligt, he's done. Are you back, Ale? No? Okay. I heard a rumble in my, again, ongoing technical producer. Yeah, I'm saying this right now. De Ligt's gone. He's not staying. There's no chance. I'm not even talking about like our financial situation. I think just on a sporting objective, he's gone. Usman saying Julian Allegri is destroying his incredible legacy at Juve at this point. He's destroying his good name at Juventus. I mean, yeah. You do have to realize he won 5 Scudetti in a row and like 4 Coppa Italias and brought us to 2 Champions League finals. 1 year is not going to totally make his name go into shit. So like, but if he does this for 4 years, probably. Oh man. YFG says Allegri insists on that 4-4-2 and Rabiot and Morata. They aren't working. All 3 of those things are trash. You got it. You 100% got it. When we first appointed Allegri and all the signs were pointing towards, yes, he understands that we're going with younger players and in a more youthful way forward in thinking. Not thinking, just in trying to progress it in a new progressive way of playing and style. Who's the main player that Allegri wants this summer or this winter? It's Witsel. How old is he? 33. Did Kulusevski play at all today? No. I get that he put Kyle George in, but like Kulusevski's a much better player than Kyle George. Blows my mind. Bernardeschi first sub in because Chiesa got hurt. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Oh my god. Horrible. It's just horrible. Yes, Usman's asking if Ollie's watching the press conference. Yeah, he's just finishing up a couple of things with the background of the channel, and then he'll be on shortly. Timothy says left back and right back have no ideas on how to move the ball forward. Yeah, because there's no passing lanes. Like as much shit as Alexandro gets, when he gets the ball on the left-hand side, there's no one. There's no one to pass to, and he gets in shit because his brain doesn't click and say, okay, I got to move the ball quicker. Or just take some space on the side. Like, move up with the ball. He won't do it. He's a weird guy. I don't understand. He starts for Brazil, by the way. He starts for the Brazilian national team. First place in Copa America, or first place in South America. Yeah. Starting fullback for the best team in South America. But for us, he's dog shit. Like, total dog shit. She says, honestly, put your emotions away. If Conte was in charge, do you believe that we would be in? No, 100%. Conte would not have us there. And look who's popped up. Look who's made it. He decided to show his face after that shit show.
No, I already did a video.
Yeah, but like in front of the people.
It's in front of the people.
Sorry, I was just reading some comments, Ale. I guess I'll finish up with the. I would say Conte would be better suited at this moment in time than Allegri was, because I don't think Allegri was ready. Now let's hypothetically think of what Conte would have done with this team. He would have done a 3-5-2, like we know. He would have had probably De Ligt, Chiellini, Bonucci, and he would have made use of Cuadrado as a right wing back and either Chiesa or Bernardeschi as a left wing back.
Yeah.
It probably would have worked better, to be honest, than this garbage.
Like I said I told Justin, like, at this point, he's delusional.
That's what I said. I said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And he's insane. He's insane.
If you hear what he says after the press conference, he's insane. He is at the moment. And I know people were telling me, like, he's not coming out and calling out his player. I'm not asking to call out his players. I'm asking to call to basically call out himself because he's making the same mistakes. Again, he's putting the players in a position to not perform. He isn't. He's not helping the players. So that's one. And the comments he makes are insane. Like he's saying, I wanted to give them a rest after. Like he thinks we played a good game. He said it's only details. We were close to scoring. Like things can change. Like yeah.
Hold on. You said that he said that they're close to scoring.
Yeah, the details are missing. Like it's close. Like if the ball goes in from the ball, not on the crossbar, it's 1-1. That's a detail. It hits the crossbar, but that's not the problem. If he thinks that's the problem at the moment, like we're not even finishing in the top 10. If he thinks that's the problem, scoring. Like that's part of the problem, but that's not the biggest problem overall. Like there's no style of play.
Yeah, the way we build out of the back is the biggest problem.
Like we are scared on the ball. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's just it's insane. Like when when Alexandro picks up the ball, like he's on his own. There's nobody.
That's what I said. Yeah.
There's nobody out there that's gonna help Alexandro, and you can play Pellegrini. Nobody's gonna help Pellegrini because that's the setup. Like Chiesa picks up the ball, he needs to be like 5 or 6 men before he gets to Morata. It's insane at times. It's just insane. Like the things he said, I will make a new video because I think he's delusional. And I know people say, oh, but he's not calling out. Like he needs to call out himself. Just be honest because he's taking the piss out of us. Just be real.
Yeah.
Just say you're making mistakes and fans will still be angry, but they will respect you more. But he's lying now.
At least we'll be, yeah.
I told Justin.
It's worse that we think he's insane rather than he's just an idiot.
Yeah, I told Justin, like, at this point, it's done. Like, it's 7 points. You just lost against a team you need to basically catch up with. A team that's not very good. Like I said it before we got live, Atalanta wasn't good. They had 1 shot on target. That's it. They were awful. Like, we were just worse.
They were very bad. They were
bad. They were poor. There was nothing out there for Atalanta. Like, absolutely nothing. Same for us. They just got 1 shot on target and they capitalized. But with a mistake. I don't know what Morata was doing there, but great for him. He got an assist. But I said against Justin, at this point, just show the fans you're changing things up. Formation.
This is the whole thing.
Quadrado's playing shit. The winter. You get your chance. Sandro not performing. Pellegrini, you show something. Morata, 2 months, 1 goal. Get out of here. And we glitched. Now we're back. We're back. Are we back?
I would rather lose that game.
Are we back?
If we had younger... Yeah, I think we're back.
I don't know. Let me check. But yeah, I said against Justin, just play Morata's not playing. Just play Caio. Just play him. At this point, just play Caio. You will not do worse. Like, you cannot do worse than Morata at this point. Like, Morata's is irrelevant.
Morata's giving goals to the other team. He's giving goals to the other team at this point as a forward. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's irrelevant to this team at the moment. Like, you need to carry some. Like, this team is awful, and the 1 or 2 good players in this team are carrying a bunch of shit. That's what it is.
They can't even carry. They can't even carry this anymore.
Yeah, it's too much. Just like go out there, change formation, change players, show the fans you're trying to change something. At this moment in time, Allegri, doing the same things over and over again is just getting fans angry because everybody sees it's not working. Like,
we got a comment here that we have to address.
Yeah.
From John Stewart.
What did he say? I've not seen.
He says the game was not that bad. This outrage is coming from the rest of the season. If we were having a good season, this would be a minor loss. Things not working out.
This game was awful. Like, it was awful.
This game was horrible. This was like the second leg of Chelsea midweek.
Like, this is one of the worst games I've seen this season. I've seen many bad games. Like, we created nothing. Like, the last 30 minutes, we put some pressure on it, like we usually do when we are behind. That's a fucked up part. Like, why don't you start playing like that in the first place? Like, you know, at the moment you cannot keep a clean sheet. Just go for it from the first minute. put pressure on them. Like, we can do it. Like, you see it in the last 30 minutes, you can pin a team back at home. You should be doing that against any team in Serie A when you're playing at home. Like, playing like this, you're not going to win anything playing like this. Concede a goal and then you start playing. That's not going to work because this team has not enough firepower to do that, to overcome that.
Yeah.
It hasn't. This game was awful. It was awful.
Yeah, this team literally needs to come out of the gates for the first 20 minutes, score a goal, and then do your thing, Allegri.
Yeah, that's it.
Another point. I heard the fans screaming like, "Play with your polones" or "Get your polones out" or something.
Yeah, but like, I think that's the best.
55 minutes or 60 minutes. The fans were great today, to be honest, at the stadium.
Yeah, but I thought
they were good.
I don't think they can do better. Yeah, like, I mean, coaching wise, it can be better, but just Jesus, like, I was going over the roster. I think we need to bin like 75% of the team. It's just not good enough, and that's crazy to say because I don't think Fiorentina have a better squad, but they play better football.
For sure.
Atalanta don't have a better squad. They play better football. Lazio, they don't have a better squad. Roma, they don't have a better squad, but they play better football. So at the end of the day,
there's a clear idea.
Yeah, there's an idea, and if you have an idea, you can overcome things. Look at Verona; they have a clear identity.
Yeah.
Every team, Sassuolo under De Zerbi, like, they don't have a better squad, but they have an identity. They can put, like, they know what to do. Like, when something is not going well, they still know what to do. We don't know what to do. Like I said it in the group chat, it's like the 11 players just met before kickoff, like 10 minutes before, and they just stroll on the pitch, and I don't know. That's it. Go for it. That's the feeling I got. So, yeah.
And then even so, Allegri did the pre-match press conference like today. He spoke to the media today because, of course, there's the elephant in the room of the upper management not even speaking today. We're not even into that. But he said, yeah, the ball is going to play in between the lines and Morata is going to be the focal point. That never happened once.
No.
That didn't happen once. I don't think there was a link up. Maybe twice. Because I remember when he handballed it, Dybala, but I never got rattled. So that was from Morata to Dybala. So that was once. And then I don't remember another time.
No, it was just awful. Just overall, it was bad.
Morata can't start Tuesday.
No.
He can't.
He can't. No.
He's got to try something else. It can't be a 4. He's got... Even... I don't know. What's the worst? I think that's the worst formation. Even if he does like a 4-3-1-2 like he did against Empoli, I'd rather that. I'd rather that at this point because there's no. Oof. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now. I wish Pirlo stayed.
It will be the same thing, in my opinion. Because the squad regressed compared to last season, so I don't think it would have helped him.
But at least he would have tried stuff and done with different players.
Maybe, yeah.
At 14 match days, it's been 4-4-2 every game almost, except for some like in-game tweaks where he had to do something else because someone got hurt.
Yeah, like he's very stubborn. I've never seen this before. I'm not gonna lie. Like someone that should be that smart.
Chiesa gets hurt. We're down 1-0. He puts Bernardeschi in.
And also, we're down 1-0. He subs a striker for a striker. I know Morata was playing shit, but like you need to score. If you lose 1-0 or 2-0, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter. That's the whole point. I'd rather the young guys go out and try something new. Like, why isn't Kulusevski playing? I put a stake through my heart. Because it's clear that he's gone, and it's clear that Arthur's gone. Or not even gone. They're just not going to be used until they're gone somehow. And a lot of people are saying dismantle this, whatever. I see Horizon just saying dismantle this management from scratch, send the U23s. Like, it's not going to be like that at all. We know that. It's hard. It's going to be hard to sell and offload these players.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. You said 75% of the team needs to go. 75% of the team's not all going. It's probably going to be 3 players max, and it's going to be 1 player that we really want to stay. That has to go. And like you said before we went on air, it's going to get better it's going to get worse before it becomes better.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I clearly know what the solution is at this point, but Allegri's insane. That's it. I think the next title of the video should be Allegri is insane. Haneen saying Allegri never had a style of play. I remember us going deep in the CL and the media was talking about Juve still has no identity. Yeah. Fabio says, please tell me just only one top team around the world that plays defensive football like Juventus does. Atletico Madrid does as well, but they get results. Because they actually have some decent players. John Stewart saying, honestly, we didn't even deserve 4th place last year. What do we expect? Yeah. Well, we got the amount of points, so we deserved it still. Like, when you finish 4th, you're 4th. If you finish 1st, you're 1st. Like, you deserve what you get. Marco Manuel starting to hate Allegri. I think everyone at this point is. Until he decides to change something, this is how we're going to feel. Kies and Delit are going 100% as their big money moves. I don't think Kies is going, to be honest. Unless some crazy offer comes in, I don't think he's going. Because I think he's one of those Italian guys that likes the club, blah, blah, blah. He might be one of those guys that wants to stay, like those 6 to 10, 15 years ago. Danilo Wall says, we got Kulu for 40, 45 mil, and we'll sell him for 30 mil max. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad how everything's starting to go down the shitter. We can't even talk about tactics because there were none. This is why, like, I would love to get into the nitty-gritty of everything and try and pick out certain situations, but like we just know that it's a 4-4-2 and there's no passing. That's like even before the game starts, I could have told you that. Usually when you have wing play, the fullbacks like to overlap. Quadrado and Alexandro did not overlap once and support the attack. Again, Morata couldn't even, his touch was worse than a wall. Dybala, he had very good touches today, but again, he had very good touches. What's that going to do? What's that going to do when no one else around him can play well? He had a nice little moment when he dribbled past in the first half on the right-hand side there in the box. But then he's left-footed mainly, and he's obviously going to try and bend it in the far corner, and Juan Musso obviously knew what he was doing. Here's a question, and let me know in the comments. Would you rather play Europa League football next year or Conference League football on Thursdays, or just finish 8th? Let me know. Would you rather shitty Thursday nights in Karabag, or would you just rather not have to play in Europe? Home Viva says, to be honest, I don't think we can make... Oh, the comment went away. Sorry, buddy. Type it again if you want. But there's no tactics to be talked about today because we have none. Atalanta was horrible, and we still lost. Again, their goal happened. They didn't even want that goal to happen because Jamisti was trying to pass to Pacina, who's running across, and it just went behind him, and Zapata was there. This is how it's going. The Vitz is saying Dybala will leave if they don't get some decent strikers in the winter or summer. I don't think so because I think Dybala's staying, to be honest. He's one of those guys. Dominique's saying just finished 8th and build. Yeah, so he doesn't want Europe at all, Dominique. He doesn't want Europa League and or Conference League. Hanin says, does Europa League give significant money? I don't know the money involved in Europa League. It'll probably be less than half of what you would get for Champions League. ROFL, okay, so sorry. Jacob Blatt says, I think Juve should always be in Europe. Okay. Raffle says, not going to lie, Conference League would be embarrassing to lose for a team like Juve next season. Yeah, if we don't win it, we'll be like Roma, and everyone takes the piss out of Roma. Unholy Fun, is it possible to play worse than today? Well, the thing about today was it was still better than Tuesday, but marginally better than Tuesday. And Tuesday was the ultimate low. Today there were some opportunities, barely. Like we had two half breakaways. We didn't get a shot on goal on either one of them. So like, and then yes, the ball at the end. Oh my God, he hit the crossbar. The ball was always rising. It wasn't coming back down. He hit it too lightly. He needed to whip it more. But again, he knows more than what I do, so he was trying something. Danilo Wall says 8th is useless. Europa League matches would just be more frustrating. Yeah, exactly. We're going to go to Karabag on Thursday night, play at 12 p.m. on a Thursday, noontime in Eastern Standard Time. Home of Juve says I will only accept Europa League if they start signing good. Well, you can't have both Home of Juve. Like I said, like Alejandro and I said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Unless somehow the ship gets turned around, but it's 14 games in, and there's still 24 matches left. But what are the chances here? We've lost 5 games already in the league. We've lost 5 out of 14 games in the league already. How many home games have we lost? We lost to Empoli, we lost to Sassuolo, and we have 3 home losses in the first 14 games. Hanin says, we need as much money as possible, so I prefer Europa League money than nothing. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, if we did Europa League and we started, even if you just threw the U23, like we would never do this. But if you just threw the U23 team in those Thursday night games, because who the hell cares? I'd be okay with that. That actually be pretty fun. Matthias Sule in Europa League. Oh, tough days, tough years ahead. At this point, it would be a Christmas miracle if we turned this around and had a chance at 4th. Timothy Naha says Chelsea built the team after 2 years ban. We've been struggling for the past 3 years and still without an identity for years to come. I blame management for everything happening. Yeah, of course it's the management's fault. Of course it's the management's fault right now because, like, every market opportunity they've missed out, or they've for the past 2 years, I'd say, since the Pandy hit. Oh, Chiesa was a good transfer. Okay. And Locatelli was okay as well. But everything else, like I tweeted the other day, or I put out there that why can't we get like a Chris Nkunku for once? Why couldn't we just strike a deal like that? 13 million euros from PSG to Leipzig. Where's our talent, or where's our scout for that? They spent 20.6 mil on McKennie, who, mind you, is our second best midfielder right now, which is sad. But Weston McKennie, he has a knee sprain, so he's going to be out for a while. Our second best midfielder out. So be ready for Bentancur on Tuesday against Salernitana. Chiesa has a hip flexor problem. Don't know the timeline there. Everyone's going to be assessed tomorrow. Probably won't play against Salernitana either. How's it going, Philippe? I still can't understand your messages. Ever since you got to the channel, I still can't understand. Guys, just like this video if you can. Alejandro's back. He finally fixed his mic. I'm going to read this question from John Stewart.
Okay.
Tough question. If this continues and no Champions League next year, what would you do with Chiellini and Bonucci? Chiellini ultimately becomes a substitute player. He's strictly a substitute player.
Like, this is the problem we have, is if De Ligt leaves, and I understand fully if he wants to leave, we're screwed. Like, we have 2 aging players who cannot stay fit, especially Chiellini, and you have Rugani on the bench. So, again, not making top 4, it's gonna be very bad for us.
We're gonna start Radu Dragosan and Rugani next year.
Yeah. Again, if you see this season is going to shit, you need to embed those players now.
Yeah.
Like, if you finish 8 or 15, it doesn't matter.
No.
Then you can just throw in the winter and all those players, and you can evaluate them. It is what it is.
I don't know if not many people are familiar with North American sports. Some of them are familiar, but especially hockey. And I'm Canadian, like hockey. So my team in hockey sucked, or has been sucking for the past 4 or 5 years. And they've had to do this rebuild in Canada. That's what they say, or in North America for hockey. Halfway through the season, they just basically bin all the aging players and say, oh, they're hurt, and just cast them away for a bit. And they play younger players and see how they do. And they evaluate. Because it doesn't matter if you, like, realistically, we're not going to finish in the relegation zone. So don't worry about that. We're not getting relegated. But like you said, if you finish 15th or 8th, does it matter? No. It's embarrassing. Even if you finish 8th, it's embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
That's what I said today. Like, if you lose 1-0 or 2-0, it's the same. Just go for it at the end.
Yeah,
but he's making like for like changes. That's weak, and it is weak.
It's
period.
Horrible.
That's the reflection of the team at the moment. Very weak. It is what it is.
I would love to see Cody De Winter start soon.
Yeah, like can it get worse? Like, Cuadrado is not good this season. He isn't. Today he was awful. Today again, just bad. Just how many times did he beat this man last season? It was like 8 out of 10 times. Like,
it was automatic.
Now, Jesus Christ. Like,
it's horrible.
It doesn't. Nothing comes off for Cuadrado at the moment, for anyone. But, like, at some point, as a coach, you need to say, okay, now it's enough. It is enough. I'm gonna bench you, and I'm gonna play the kid. So I expect a reaction from you in training. Maybe in a few games, I will try you again. And if you show me you're ready, you can play again. If not, you're done.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's helping no one. It's not helping Morata at the moment. It's not helping the team, which is the most important thing. Like, Morata is just out there, just making up numbers at the moment. And not just Morata. Many players. Just he's on the pitch because you need to play with 11 players. That's what he's doing. Because everything he does turns into something awful. Like, his first touch, his link-up play, his movement. Oh my god. Again, you remember when we did that podcast and you saw the first picture we used when Morata was just running?
Yeah, and he didn't make a run.
He did it again today. I think
There's
it was like
a massive gap and he didn't cut across it.
It was like in the 4th minute, like he was running away. Like, the gap was huge. Like, we will use it for today because I forgot to write down timestamps, all of them, to be honest.
I did too. You told me to at halftime. I was like, okay, and then I just was too frustrated.
I need to go over them again. But we have the Salernitana game. But we will use that one. It's insane. Like, he's running.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's running. Like, there's acres of space, and he's again. Like, he's not a number 9. Like, at this moment, I think it looks like he never played number 9 at this moment in time. Like, his movement off the ball is awful. It's awful. And he was saying Allegri's not getting the best out of her key players. Cuadrado and Chiesa regressing. No, wait. Regressing is on him, in my opinion. Yeah, like, the key players, again, are not showing up. But, like, just overall, like, even if Chiesa shows up, it's not enough. Even if Cuadrado and Chiesa would show up, it's not enough. They will not carry 9 other players. It's not happening. Like, they're not that amazing, if you know what I mean. They're not Messi, or they're not Mbappe, Haaland, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you need to have a team. And at the moment, we don't have a team.
hold on. Can you know Italian, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
you can speak
a
Italian?
It's a Romeo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I can't
mean,
read that.
so basically the club said we are working with the authorities, blah blah blah. We acted in the way it works in the football world, basically saying
So they're just saying that we're
that's how it
fine. Like
is.
we're fine.
Yeah, they basically said this is how the world works, and we acted like everyone acted. That's what we said. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how you can put a value on players. It's not possible. So unless they did something else, something really dodgy, then I don't see the problem. Like because other
Yeah.
teams are also under investigation. Napoli, it's not Juve. It's just Juve is the biggest name, and they use it for clout. But
Yeah.
they basically say we acted in the way it like how it works in the football industry. Basically saying everybody does it.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say before. Sorry, I interrupted you, but so obviously we don't redeem Morata
no.
at all. Like
Wait, someone.
even if
No.
Vlahovic says no to us, even
No,
if
no, 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 no.
we still right, we still don't do that.
Benin. No. Even if Atletico say you can have him for 50 million, no. Just keep him away from the club. It's done. It's done.
Yeah.
No. Even if you can Vlahovic, it's done. Like
Yeah.
go get some
It has
gift.
to be though. That's what I was trying to get at. Like it has to be done.
Go get some gift from Argentina. I don't know. Just try something else. It's not working. Move on.
Yeah, go get Alvarez.
Yeah, I don't care. Like
Yeah.
but no, there's no. Like you cannot waste any money. Like not a single euro on him. It's done. He needs to go. Like we said it at the start of the season, the Keane thing was a massive panic buy. Like
Yeah.
they felt
You
short.
saw
Like,
it. You saw it in the documentary.
like
We need a striker.
yeah, Ronaldo left, and we were with a back against the wall, and we overpaid massively for Keane. Like
Yeah.
massively because like Jesus on the ball, like his hold up play, his movement, everything. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not great. I'm sorry. So again, he should start over Morata because Morata has had enough chances, so Keane should be getting them also, in my opinion. But I don't think it's gonna change life for us this season. It isn't. This team is not making top 4. That's why the title of my video was because I saw people in the comments on YouTube getting angry with us unsubscribing, which is fine. I don't care because we're being quote unquote
honest,
pessimistic. Like we're being honest. Like if you think this is fine, then you're delusional. I'm sorry, you are. If you want to lie, like if you want to lie to yourself, great. But like we lost 5 games in 14 games. Yeah. And last season we lost 6. It's just December. Total. It's not even December. It's December in a few days, and we are out of a top 4 race. Not even a title race. Like last season, we were still in a title race. We are not even in a top 4 race at the moment. And I know people say, "Oh, it can change quickly. You can win against Salernitana. Atalanta can drop points. Blah blah blah. You're back in."
We have to beat those teams first.
Yeah.
1, 2. We have to hope that other teams drop points.
Yeah, but you need to play them again, and you're not winning again.
Yeah.
Like it's just a cycle. You're just going into denial. You know what's going to happen. Also, people like the video, so something positive. But yeah, if you think if you like someone in the chat who's confident on Tuesday we will beat Salernitana, who are an awful team. Like I'm not gonna hype them up. They're awful. But who thinks we're going to Salernitana and we're gonna beat them quite easily? Like, let me know in the chat.
Okay, so here's another point I want to bring up. So, yes, or you just said, who thinks we're going to beat Salernitana easily? Last year, do you not remember, like, we were punishing teams, like, easily? Like, we beat Parma 4-1. We beat Barcelona 3-0. We were beating some good teams.
Last season,
I understand we had Ronaldo. I understand that.
Last season, we topped the league with most chances missed. So we created a lot last season. This is
what I'm saying.
Remember we were talking, just in general, we were all saying, like, we're missing too many chances. We need too many chances to score. Yeah. Like, now, we don't have any chances. Yeah. And the chances we get, we mess up at this point also. Yeah. We mess them up. So, I don't know. Like, on Tuesday, like I said it now, we're not winning on Tuesday. We're not. This team, morale is gone. There's no morale in this team. There's no playing style. Like, they have nothing to basically fall back on in times of need. Because there's no backup plan. There's no plan A, let alone a plan B. There isn't.
Exactly. Usually coaches have like a B plan to fall back on. Yeah. It's like, where's the A plan?
There's no A plan.
So our members are saying, Hanin's saying we're not winning. Totally agree. Well, let me see how I feel Monday. Danilo says, normally I would have said yes, we will, but now I say no because we will not make any changes. We're gonna make changes because people are hurt, but
but he's gonna make
tactically it's gonna be 4-4-2.
So that no changes. Those are not changes for me.
Yeah. Rabiot's gonna park himself right where he's always been, and instead of McKennie, who's our second best midfielder, Bentancur's gonna start. Mm-hmm. And instead of Chiesa starting, Bernardeschi's gonna start.
Like, embarrassing. Like, I forgot he was playing. I really do. I really did. At the end of it, I saw him coming off at the final whistle. So the camera zoomed in on him. I was like, oh yeah, he came on. Like, I forgot he was playing. He's awful. He's an awful footballer.
Yeah.
Like, he adds nothing. He adds absolutely, like, he's not the only one. I'm not picking just on him. But just because he's free and you don't need to commit to him, just get him out. It's not a problem.
We need Lord DeCilio back.
I think at this point, it's better than...
Remember the good old days when we had DeCilio crossing balls in and we were scoring?
Remember when Cuadrado was doing that last season?
Yeah.
But then you have Ronaldo.
And DeCilio wasn't a Band-Aid.
Yeah, like last season you can cross a ball. You know Ronaldo's out there. You knew he was out there. Like, he was getting at the end of it. Now, Morata, gee. Like, also, remember in the documentary? I think it was in the first episode, people were saying, like, there were almost 4 men in the box, and he was screaming, that's not enough, we need more men in the box. Now we're lucky if we have 2 men in the box.
Yeah, the ball is never going into the box. Morata's in the box, and McKennie sometimes makes it to the box.
Like, sometimes Cuadrado looks up and there's no one, absolutely no one in the box, and he needs to cut back and slow down play and start over again, back pass to the leg, and just go again. Because there's no running without the ball. That's something that does not exist with us. Like, I think Justin's sweet. Like, I think in training he just rolls out the ball. So Allegri says, "Here we go, guys. I will be back in 2 hours, and you can take a shower and go home."
Yeah.
Because tactically we're doing nothing at this moment, just nothing. So yeah.
Man, like, the bottom line is something like you just gotta change. Like, just don't play the same goddamn players over again. You only do that when you're winning. Like, that's when you play the same players. When you're not winning, stop. Like, just stop it. I think that's the main thing. But he will never get over himself.
Yeah,
he'll never do it. And that's the biggest issue right now. Like, Rabiot can't start another game.
No, but he's gonna start.
No, I know. I'm just saying he can't.
Like, what is Arthur? Like, I know he didn't play great, but like, come on, like he's not playing for I don't know how many games. This is not normal. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's not normal.
We got investigated because of his transfer, and now we won't even use him.
Like, come on. Like, Rabiot was thinking out the place week in, week out. Bentancur, even McKennie, Locatelli's not on. Like, I'm not blaming Locatelli. I'm not blaming him.
You know, I thought he was all right today, to be honest.
Yeah, he was okay, but at some moments, like, even he was like, okay, where do I need to go with the ball now? Because there's no one. No, like, he looks up and there's no one. Like, we made De Ligt look average today because he was shook. Like, he didn't know what was happening. Like, and people think, oh, he's a top player. Like any top player, if the team is performing like this, it gets into your head, and your performance automatically drops. It is what. If your team is great, we made Paruin look great because the team was great.
Yep.
Like even Pepe.
Giaccherini.
Yeah,
Pepe.
name it. Estegaribo. Like, he was decent. He looked like very good. Like, just name it. The shit. Yeah, on the first season, he looked great.
Yep.
Because as a team, we were great. So you can fit in two players that are average, but they will perform. Just look at Inter with Ashley Young, Darmian. Like, if the team plays well, an average player, he can fit in. He can do a job.
Yeah. Exactly. When your team's winning, like James Milner looks great all the time.
Yeah,
because
same.
they're always winning. But is James would James Milner be good on us? Fucking no chance.
Also, Henderson, if he's not playing in Liverpool, he's not playing at another top team. He isn't.
Yeah.
But it's very functional to what Liverpool does. So that's good for him.
Yeah.
So it's shit at the moment. Like,
yeah.
I saw it like in the first 15, 18 minutes. You can see like it's not happening today. It isn't. We were flat. There was no intention to go forward.
Yeah, as soon as Chiesa missed that half breakaway, I was like, nah, it's done.
Yeah, what was he trying to do? Like,
I don't know.
Shoot.
I don't know.
Put your body
shoot the
between...
ball. It's on his favored right foot.
Unbelievable.
You're still 18 yards out. That's not. You can still pass the ball in the net from 18 yards out. And he wants to go on his left foot, go closer to the net. Like, what do you just fucking score a goal?
But even that, like, just put your body between the ball and the player.
Yeah.
In worst case scenario, we get a penalty, or worst case, like, because he's gonna run over you.
Yeah, and then a red card probably too, because on
like,
breakaway.
He does not even that, and also how Toloi stayed on the field for 90 minutes is a mystery to me. Was it Toloi? He made like 10 fouls, like crazy fouls. But yeah, that's another thing.
That's not. Yeah, it's not.
That was
the
not
referee
the
was
problem.
weird. Referee was weird today though, but that's not why we lost.
No, we lost because we were awful, toothless.
Yeah.
Moving forward, just toothless. Yeah.
She's asking a question. Please, guys, tell me a player that Allegri got the max out of. Don't tell me Mandzukic because he was already established in Europe. I know you hate Conte, but he's 10 times the manager that Allegri is.
I don't hate Conte as a coach because he's a great coach. Never said that. I never said that. But like, he got the best out of Pogba because under Allegri he exploded. Like, he was good under Conte, but what he did under Allegri was next level. So he improved him big time. I don't know. I don't know. I think under Allegri we became a team that was more difficult to be in Europe. That's what he did to us. He improved us in Europe. He did back then.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, he just picked up where he left off.
The gap between the clubs in when Allegri was ending his tenure was so big that it was easy to cakewalk Serie A's. But he, like you said, he made us way better in Europe and made us an actual scary team in Europe.
Yeah.
But now the teams, like, we're not the best team in Italy anymore. So we can't cakewalk through. We can't just rely on 2 players to score goals. Like, ugh.
Like, at this moment in time, he just picked up where he left off. Like, it's like we just paused when he was before he was time, just hit play once again. Like, nothing changed. Only the team got even weaker compared to then, because back then we had Cancelo, we had Ronaldo, we even had Pjanic, Matuidi, name it. We had a better squad back then.
Emre Can.
Yeah, like we had a better squad back then. So that's the only thing that changed. Like, he has a weaker squad, but it should be still good enough to make an easy top 4 run. Just comfortable, like a top 4 run without any major problems.
Yeah. Answer Danilo Wall's question. Are you guys Agnelli in or Agnelli out?
Like, I don't care. Like,
yeah, if he goes to jail, I don't care.
Like, they own the club. Like, they own the club, like, so they can do what they want. But there's no plan at the moment. There's no project. They can come out and say young, Italian, if possible, great, but just look at the pitch. Look on the field. Like, they messed up so many deals. They are in big trouble at the moment. Also, 40 people watching, only 23 likes. So get the likes up. But like they make so many bad deals, and if you look at it now, the Keane deal is one of them also, because they're gonna pay, I don't know, almost 40 million euros at the end.
Is that an obligation to pay for
Yeah,
him?
yeah, it's done. Like,
Oof.
because the Everton statement said is an obligation, so I will go with that.
That's tough.
But yeah, like at this moment in time, it's just the same. Also, only with even worse players. That's what it is. So
this is a bad situation we're in. Oof, I don't even know what to say. And like, what do you want? Like, until we get more money, we're screwed, right?
yeah, listen, because I was thinking about it now, and so just go from the back line. Like you're not replacing the keeper, because I don't think Chesney's a problem. I think he did all right today, because he had some back passes that were horrendous, and he was he was awake. He cleared, because it could have been worse in the first half. Some of the back passes, like Delay, even Bonucci, and he was ready. So he's not the problem. He had a bad start to the season, but he picked it up.
He's been fine. Yeah, he's been fine now.
So you're not gonna replace him. Like Sandro, you need to replace him. De Chilio, he's a free agent. He's gone. Chiellini is agent. You need to replace him. Rugani needs out. Betancourt, Rabiot, Ramsey, McKennie, name it. They all need to go. Move on. Arthur, you need to replace. Bernardeschi's a free agent. You need to replace him. Morata's gone. You need to replace him. Also, are you going to pay Dybala 10 million euros? Because now it's dragging on along. For too long, in my opinion.
It's almost December now.
Like, it's not, it's very, very weird.
In 31 days, he can sign with anybody he wants.
Like, it's a very strange situation. I think they're just dragging it out now.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. But still, like, you need, like, how many players there are named? 10? 15?
So if we look at this 23-man Serie A squad, like, you know, we have 23 the guys who are on the list. There's probably 15 that you can say go.
Yeah, at least. Yeah,
15 out of 23.
For sure. Like
it's easier to say the ones that you want to stay.
Yeah, the ones I will keep were Chesney, Delek.
Yep.
I will keep Danilo.
Yep.
Yeah, probably gonna keep Bonucci, because like you cannot like it's not possible. Yeah. I will keep Locatelli, Chiesa.
Yep.
Keane, no. Yeah, but like, and that's it.
We have to, but I'm saying so 6.
And probably Dybala, because like you cannot replace him, so you're gonna need to give him a deal. All the rest, I have no problem if they leave. If you're gonna replace him, no problem at all.
You just named 7 players out of 23.
Like I would replace Danilo also, but like he's the least of my problem at the moment. Like I have nothing against them. Like there are worse players before I get to Danilo in this team, and that's maybe crazy to say for some fans if they watch it.
That's not
thing, but like he's not the biggest issue. I don't think he is an issue.
7. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're not gonna replace. Like we are lucky. Like
you don't even have a starting lineup.
Like depending if you make Champions League or not. If you make Europa League, you should be happy if we replace 3. You should be happy. If you make Europa League. If you make Champions League, maybe 4. If you're very lucky. And they're not high quality players. You're not gonna get Tchouaméni and Vlahovic and name it, like the 60 million players. That's also not happening. So with some of the players, Allegri is gonna need to work with. Either way.
Yeah.
It's not gonna cannot get around with it.
We need an 11 million euro Arturo Vidal signing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
we need that.
Rovella could be that, because you paid him 18 or 17.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's paid. So he could be that.
Yeah.
He could be that, but then that's not enough. Like he's not going to change.
No, it's not enough. I'm just saying that helps a bit, and then you just keep moving forward. It's a long process until you get money, because now, like everyone knows, the way of the world, you need money to succeed in this sport.
Yeah.
And don't tell me Atalanta is succeeding without money. Like they're not really succeeding. They're fine.
They're gonna need to do very smart deals, not the obvious one.
Yeah.
You need at least one obvious one, I think. But like the rest are gonna be very smart deals that you need to make, or you're gonna trust your own players now, the younger ones. That's a situation
like,
the club is in.
Like the guy that we were linked to, like in the international break from Midgetland.
Oh my god.
Maybe he becomes a baller.
Yeah. Like,
and by the way, like getting a guy like Tamize, remember I've been mentioning him?
Yeah.
Scored today. I think he's good. I think he's he's already better than Rabiot.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but like you don't have to buy him for a lot of money. Knows the league, young. He's not Italian, but like, just get him. Get someone like that.
Yeah, you're gonna replace. Like, if you don't finish in the top 4, it's gonna be very long summer with names. Yeah. We'll be linked with names, and you will think what? And also, you're gonna sell players, and you're gonna say what?
Yep.
Only for the fun of saying, like, do you trust Cherubini?
Justin, what?
No, the question is if we trust Cherubini again. He's like, if he gets a budget, he needs to work with the budget. It is what it is.
Yeah, he did okay for what he was given. So
yeah,
far.
What he got, he spent it. Period. That's it.
Yeah.
So we did. Yeah, you can say the Justin thing.
I was gonna say Justin's gonna lose his mind doing the transfer meter stuff and all that.
That's gonna be fun. We're
gonna be linked to dudes from frickin' what was that team in Norway that beat Roma?
No, was that Norway? Oh yeah, Viking. No, wasn't that? Bodo Glimt. Yeah, probably. And the first video he's gonna make is De Ligt's gonna leave.
Yeah.
And not even for the money we want. We'll getting bullied.
Yep.
So yeah, it's gonna be a very long season, man. Like I saw, someone added me and say, the season's not over. We still have a Super Cup. I'll throw that away, man.
Oh my god!
I blocked him. I blocked the guy.
The season cannot be based on the Super Coppa.
Like it's from last season. Like you're in it because you won the Coppa Italia last season. It's not based on this season. And even then, it's pre-season friendly.
But I do rate it as a trophy, but I don't rate it as a season-defining game. Like, holy crap!
Like not even the Coppa Italia. If you finish out of the top 4 race, I don't care about the Coppa Italia.
Yeah,
it's pointless.
At that point, it's redundant. Yeah,
like you win it, great, but
Pirlo's doing wonders, or did wonders.
Like the squad regressed massively over the years. It's insane.
Yeah,
they allowed it with doing crap deals. Rabiot overpaying, Ramsey. You're stuck with them now. Arthur, you're stuck with those players. Now Keane.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a very long season.
At least Keane's wages, and he's still young, and he probably has a little bit of a transfer value with him, but
you're never gonna recoup it.
They're just absolutely. I know.
Like I keep seeing that Atletico Simeone likes Betancourt. I was like, great.
Sell him.
Send him over and ask if they gave us, I don't know, Lodi. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get someone else there. Saul Niguez, he's coming back. They don't want him. Chelsea don't want him.
Yeah.
Take him. It's better than what we have. You need to do those type of deals in the summer.
Deals.
Change with
even Correa. Correa would be fun.
I will take anything at this point over what we have.
Like you said, Kulusevski needs to get sold to Premier League team. Rabiot needs to get sold to anybody. Yeah, look at Dominique, Joao Felix, or Bentancur. I wish. That'd be freaking electric. He said Joao Felix for Bentancur.
Jesus Christ. Plus 100 million.
Man, that's so bad. It's been 19 games. I'm already done. I'm already over it.
Yeah, it's bad. Like it's 7 points from top 4. It's done. Like I said, take it game by game. I think that's even pointless.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, I'm gonna watch the game, but like I don't like. Yeah, if you win, we win. If you lose, we lose. If you draw, we draw. It is what it is at this point.
I'd rather watch Detroit Red Wings all the time, and they're ass. But at least they give a shit, and you can see a direction we're going in. This is hopeless.
Yeah, we're going nowhere with this team at this moment in time. Just going backwards. Every game, like, it's getting worse every game. Like, you don't see... Usually you see some improvement, but you see nothing.
Nothing.
It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Big bandana. There are talks about buying Mitrovic from English second division.
Like, that's too
we probably might have to do that, though.
No, it's not happening. That's just Tuto Sport. Like, you saw in the documentary how they work. Just
Guido Vanciaga.
Like, it was embarrassing, and they're just throwing out names out there, hoping one will stick. That's super sport.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh man. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing. I don't know. Like, this is garbage. I don't even really.
Yeah, that's awful. It's bad. Like, I don't even look forward to watching the games at this moment in time, and not because we're losing, but because we're losing and playing shit.
So what I'm saying, if we were opening up the game and losing 3-2, whatever, I'd be totally fine with that.
Like, we were stinking the plays out and losing, so it's
Like, do you remember when we beat what's it called, Spezia 3-2, and we just went for it?
That was more fun.
That was fun. And everyone's losing their minds saying, oh, we can't concede that many goals. Well, now, guess what? We're still conceding goals, and now we're not scoring goals.
Like, Young Boys scored 3 goals against Atalanta.
Yeah.
We had 2 shots on target?
2 shots. 2.
Like, and the Rabiot one, which was going wide either way, in my opinion. But other than that, just bad. Just nothing there. So...
Yeah.
It's not going to change. Like, if people think it's going to change compared to Tuesday, because Tuesday is in 2 days, basically.
Yep.
It's tomorrow, Monday, and you're playing. So nothing is changing. You will struggle big time.
And by the way, how is he going to give them the day off? Like, they would have to go in regardless to do a game plan or a recovery session.
Yeah, that was very strange. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And he basically said the players asked to train. I was like, what? And you just lost your 5th game of the season, 6th game of the season, and you want to give the players a time off, saying it was a good game. Only details changed the game. I was like, okay.
Realistically, what tomorrow should be is a long day, but like not a long strenuous day on the body. Tomorrow should be a day where you get your kinks out, you recover, you stretch, you do all that nice stuff. And you should be in the freaking classroom doing something.
Yeah, I think it's pointless for this team. I think it's pointless.
Like,
it feels like there are 2 options. Either one thing, there is no direction. It's just what you say, a 4-4-2, and hope something will happen. Someone, Chiesa, Dybala, does something, or there is a direction and the players are just that bad. And I'm going with option 1 because the players are not great, but they cannot be that bad.
Exactly.
This is awful. I said it before. Del Neri's Juve played better football. They did.
Yeah.
And they had an awful squad.
Yeah. Alberto Aquilani.
Like, they had a 15-play squad. That's what they had.
Yeah.
And they play better football. They did. It's not even a joke. So yeah.
In the comments, guys, let us, and girls, obviously, let us know what your most optimistic outcome of this season is. What is your most optimistic outcome? Do you still think we're finishing top 4? Do you think it's best if we finish 8th and not even play in Europe next year? Do you think Europa League would be good for us? Ooh, this is tough to say.
No, if we don't make top 4, like I said it before we went live, If we don't make top 4, finish out of the top 8. I don't want to play Europa League. I don't want that. It's Thursday night across Europe, playing awful games for little money. It's just finish out of the top 8. If you're not gonna make top 4, finish out of the top 8. Because it's pointless. You're gonna
saying 4th at best.
No, I mean at best, but like it's not happening. It isn't.
Oh, we got a hot take from Johans. Rabiot is our best midfielder. That tells you everything you need to know.
He is not.
I think he's just a step above Bentancur and Ramsey.
I think he's triggering us. Like, he's awful.
Yeah, it's be.
Like, today he was awful once again.
Danilo saying 6th. To be honest, because that from Pirlo, we got 78 points with 4 losses. But now we already have 5 losses and 7 points. We didn't get 78 points. Must have been like 68 or something.
We lost 5 games with Pirlo and Syria.
Yeah.
Top 4 is...
No, you said 6. You said 6, no? Did you say 6?
No, 5. We lost 6.
Oh.
No, 6, yeah. We lost 5 already.
John Stewart saying, that is stupid. Europa League will give us character.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, John Stewart
already. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Like, we didn't even make Europa League before that run. We were even worse. We didn't play Europa League. We played it once.
Back years 7th.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, it will drain out energy of an already poor squad.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch those games. It's terrible. It is.
Yeah.
It's not where we should be. Then I'd rather have a season just to focus on Serie A and get your shit back together.
Yeah. PM saying win the Champions League title and qualify for next season's Champions League.
Well, yeah, in theory, yeah. He's not lying. But in real life,
I think that's our easiest route to the Champions League next year.
Oh, I'm gonna tweet it out. That's a tweet. I'm gonna tweet it out. People will hate on me.
Yeah, do it. You do it for clickbait. You're Skip Bayless.
No, Skip Bayless is he believes things he said. He's Allegri. He's basically Allegri. You're right.
Yeah, saying LeBron James sucks. Okay, bud.
What did he say?
He says always LeBron James sucks and everything.
Yeah.
Come on, King. Yeah.
Like Brady throws 1 touchdown, 5 picks, and he blames everyone but Brady. That's Allegri. Yeah. Like, he sets up the team to fail, and he comes out saying,
"Yeah,
everything is fine." It isn't fine. Like, we watched the game. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not blind. Bond keeps talking about Ravella in January.
He's not coming back.
Just let him live. Dominique saying, without European football, we've got no money incoming, so we'll have absolutely crap transfer market. Well, we had European football last year, and we had a crap transfer market. Jeremy saying, ciao, guys. Who do you want to keep, and who do you want... Okay, so we named 7 guys that we'd actually keep, and that's embarrassing, out of 23. And Johans is saying, what means is if you get a midfielder to lead the rest, Rabiot has the best skill set. I've not seen that.
No, I agree.
At all.
No, like he needs to go, period.
Danilo Wall saying Allegri said he gave the players a day off, right?
He said,
and this is
he basically said to the team, chin up. That's what he said.
Yeah. Like you lost. We'll get it next time, guys.
Like if this was your first loss and you were basically in a title race, I was like, bad day at the office. Yeah. But it isn't. It isn't bad day. Like it's a bad day. Theme. It's a bad day in the office, and they are camping at the office, and the days are just saying bad. That's what it is. Like they're not moving on. They're not.
No. RB Comps is saying enough for Rabiot, sell him in January. Yeah, sell him ASAP. Just get him out. Yeah. Samba is saying no top 4. I prefer we finish 8th and start a new chapter. So Samba's on board with you.
Yeah.
Raffle saying I can't be the only one that cares if the ball leaves. I would care if he left.
No, because wait. I don't know. We don't have the money, but just if you had the money, you can easily replace Dybala. Like he's not unreplaceable. If you know what I mean, he isn't.
Yep.
But we don't have the money, and if he leaves, you're not gonna replace many players.
Would you have any sentimentality to him when he leaves?
I prefer him to stay, but I'm not gonna cry over it.
No one's crying over Dybala leaving. Well, I guess like some younger fans might because they see him as this whatever enigma.
But also because the moment
I'd be like, oh man, that sucks, but like move on.
Yeah, it shouldn't turning out like that. Like
yeah,
he should be retiring at the club, if you know what I mean. But at the moment, it's going so bad. Like sentiment goes out the window at this moment in time.
It has to.
It has to. So if
like right now, you probably, if you want to go younger, like Keelan, you gotta go, bud. Sorry.
I said it last summer. Like he got a 2-year deal, and people were shouting at me because I called it out. I would say 1-year deal, okay, but 2 years, but he's a locker room guy. Just look at the mess now. Is he helping in the locker room? It's a myth. If you think one older player can keep a bunch of average players together and make them perform, you're lying to yourself. It's sentimental.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore.
It's Passion FC. I said it. When he signed a 2-year deal, I was like, what? Why? He should be getting 1 year
why too?
max and done gone.
Always. Once you turn like 32, it should always be 1-year deals.
Like he should look at himself and say, okay, I'm done. Like just for his own career, just say I'm done with it.
For his own legs, so he can walk.
Yeah. Also, he doesn't need to go through this shit. Like he had a great career for us. He's a legend at the club. He shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, he won 9 straight titles. He won a European Championship.
Like
just end it, dude.
Like I don't.
John Stewart makes a great point there. John Stewart is that's his best point he's made all day.
Yeah, it's gonna be another puppet.
But like at least,
like
it makes sense
that's
he has like a degree and stuff.
Like, but if the club tells me we're gonna need to sell the lake, I'm gonna be angry, but I'm not gonna like. I don't have attachments to the player. I told you I have 2 shirts with a name on.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not buying shirts, and I don't do that.
I think I'm gonna retire that for the time being.
I don't buy them with the name on. Like the next one I'm getting is with Chiellini on it this season because I know it could be his last one. I'm getting it again, and that's it.
Big Bandana saying if we lose our best players without replacing them, we might be fighting for relegation.
Well, we don't have a choice because we need the money. If you make top 4, you're gonna need to sell the league, or you're gonna keep the league and you're not gonna improve at all. So you need to take and give in the summer.
Yeah. RB Comps is saying it's so hard supporting the team through these times, but we have to. No, one's gonna stop supporting. Like we're still gonna come on here and talk about it. It's just shit. Like I almost didn't want to do it today because I came on here Tuesday night and almost said the same stuff. I'm becoming insane because I'm saying the same stuff.
Yeah.
We got a new name there, Morten Lindhardsson.
Why should we
pay? Oh, you saw him before?
Yeah, no.
Why should we pay millions for Dybala when he is always injured, just to see 30 minutes of magic per 38 matches?
No, I said it. Like I think 10 million is too much, and people say, yeah, but Rabiot and Ramsey. I was like, yeah, but that's a mistake, but that does not mean we should repeat the mistakes. That's a mistake. You did it. You need to live with it now, but you shouldn't be making the same mistakes. You shouldn't do what Allegri is doing now, basically making the same mistakes.
Yeah. 10 mil's way too much.
And he was saying they give him 2 years. I get that, but like the World Cup is in December. Like he could, like Mancini would have called him up even if he didn't play in September and October.
August, yeah, exactly.
Like he would have called him up. And what are we, charity?
Exactly. Like we want to make the national team, but like we do make the national team better. But
if they don't make the World Cup, he can retire. If that's the point, then.
Yeah, that's probably it. He's probably. I can see him retiring at the end of the season if nothing goes well.
I do. I agree.
So like the next year won't really matter.
Because that's what club, unless the club tells him, "Oh, we're gonna sell the league. We're gonna need you 1 year," and then he's gonna be available for 10 games.
I was gonna say 9. I was gonna give him 19, but you gave him 10, so fair enough.
Yeah, is that kind of yeah.
I was gonna say to Danilo, I have my Delit jersey on right now. It's underneath my sweater, so right on.
Are you gonna buy the Chelsea one with the Ligt next season also?
Maybe if it's nice.
Probably, because our shirts are horrible. So
I like our home jersey this year.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I like our black one too.
Yeah, the black one and the first one is okay this season.
Yeah.
Like the third one.
The third one's horrible.
We didn't use in a while. Thank God.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. But yeah. I don't know.
There's more problems than jersey talk right now.
Yeah, but it's more fun.
Yeah, Spyros is saying, so do you think Allegri will be sacked? As we said again and again, unless we're like literally fighting relegation, no.
Oh, he said like yesterday. He said like if we win, like we're on the same page with the board. If we're winning now, in a few months or in a year, we will see. But that's not the issue. Like so, they have, according to them, they have a project. I don't know what the project is. Nobody knows. I think.
No.
But they have a project and they're sticking with it. With them.
I kind of want to become a shareholder so I can go in those meetings.
They will
Present me your plan, please. I know.
They're gonna lie to you. Have you seen the Bayern Munich video from shareholders?
That's amazing.
Like
that's amazing.
That's insane. They're just calling out, and yeah, they were alright because like they have a board meeting and they don't let the members speak. So
and they own the majority of it.
Yeah. So it was insane. But that was actually great to see because the fans were sticking up for what basically they believe, and they are having a great season. They're doing great. So it's a mess.
Yeah.
On Tuesday we're gonna do a preview on Monday.
Yeah.
And the press conference on Monday is gonna be very generic. I can tell you now. The quotes from Allegri are gonna be very generic.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be the same copy paste after a loss, passion and desire quotes. That's what
we need 3 points. We need 3 points.
We need to pick up wins now.
Arthur's in a good shape. He's a great professional. Kulusevski's a good young lad.
Yeah, he's in a great shape, but he's never playing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maldini is in great shape.
He's a great old lad.
Yeah. He's a funny guy.
Oh.
But yeah.
Boo Boo, come here. Don't mess with the cat. Oh, Samba. I like that name. Samba and DA. All this shit is the board's fault, and according to me, they must be changed at the end of the season. First on the list is Agnelli. His time is over. I think didn't we talk about that yesterday?
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening. No chance. Unless the Christmas dinner goes horribly, it's not happening.
Yeah. I think they just need, like, when Marotta left, basically everything went to shit. Yeah. That's a fact. So that was mistake number one, because they never replaced him. They thought they could have replaced him. They didn't. He didn't want Ronaldo. The club chose to get Ronaldo and go on a different direction, just PR and merchandise and stuff. Marotta said no, not having it. He's at Inter, and you can see what he has done there. Because Inter were not great. They're competitors now, and I think they're gonna win it again this season.
Yeah, I think, I don't really want to talk about them, but yeah, I agree.
I think in the end of the day, they're just better than Napoli and Milan. And they will win it again. And if you look at the squad, it's not like you're going to say, wow, it's good. It's built how a squad should be built. Like our squad, just look at the roster. It doesn't make sense.
I think since I joined the channel in July, I said, what the hell is the squad composition?
Yeah, I remember that.
What the hell is that?
Like, I don't get it.
And there's like 8 center midfielders out of 23 players.
Yeah, and only one good one.
Yeah, that's crazy. And there's 3 I'm not even gonna call them out and out strikers. 3 out and out strikers, one's Morata, who is technically the best, and there's an 18-year-old, and there's fullbacks that are garbage and they've been aging forever. I think there's 4 center backs, one who's never fit, one who's unplayable. It's not good.
No, it's not good.
I remember like 2-3 years ago when we had a player and position and a backup, and they're all decent.
Yeah.
And now it's just like not even close.
No, not even the like. Forget the backups. Like the starters are the problem now.
Yeah. It's exactly.
Also, we don't have a fixed starting lineup. It changes.
Yeah.
Like now, McKennie basically took the starting job. It's
from Bentancur, yeah.
I'm not saying it's positive, but it is what it is. But I mean, that's all you need to know. McKennie is starting for us.
And it's a disappointment that he got hurt.
Yeah, and he was not playing great again. He wasn't. So
he made one really good pass, but other than that, like he ran around a lot again. But
same for Bernardeschi, he ran a lot, and that's it.
Yeah.
But just adding to the team, actually winning games, nope.
No.
Not doing that. So I don't know. Like at the end of the game, I was not even angry anymore. Like it was like, yeah, it's becoming normal. Like it's not acceptable, but like you can live with it now, basically, because you expect it.
Yeah, and that's our standards dropping, but we expect better. But at this point in time, we know that it's not going to happen. So I don't know if that's standards dropping or just like understanding the situation.
Yeah, and like nothing is going to change, and because you cannot change anything now.
Yeah.
So it's just basically accepting the situation at the moment.
Yeah.
And just hoping.
Give me 1 sec. Keep talking.
And basically hoping the teams above you just drop points and start doing stupid things like we do and just stay close until the end. But for now, it's 7 points off top 4 and it's done. 7 points off Atalanta. I know people say we have an easy run now, but what's easy for us? Like I don't think we're gonna win at Salernitana on Tuesday. I don't think we have the morale to go there and pick up a result, play a good game and win. I think the morale is at an all-time low. Team is playing without confidence, without direction, without a plan, system, nothing. So going to Salernitana, who are fighting for their lives, playing relegation football, it's always difficult. We struggle to score. We struggle to break down teams. It's going to be a very long night. And that's it. Dominique say maybe we don't need to get in top 4 spot winning the Champions League this year. Oh, yeah. Morton is saying not to be an ass, but who will join us? We have no vision, no money, no tactics, no morale, nothing. So who outside Italy will come to Juve? Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's a tremendous point.
But like, I think the first one is the most important. Like the second one, we have no money, so we will not get basically dunked on or get refused because we don't have any money to get refused. So, I don't know. Johnson saying Allegri is a good coach. Give him time. We have seen Juve go through a but like it's December.
How much time, though?
Like it's December. Like we lost already 5 games in the league and 1 in the Champions League, which is fine. You lost against European champions. Not the way we lost, but it happens. But we lost 5 games, 3 of them at home against bad teams. I'm sorry. Like Sassuolo weren't great. Verona were not great, and Atalanta were not great today. They weren't. They were bad, Atalanta, and we lost. Like you never had the feeling we were gonna turn this around. The moment we went down, I was like, it's done. It's done for the day. We're not coming back from this. Maybe a point. Dybala hit the crossbar. That was a chance. It was unlucky. You got a point, and you basically will be delusional for 1 more week, basically, and believe we can make top 4. That's it. Samba saying what made me mad and sad as well. I'm waiting nothing from this team when we are playing. I don't get that. I think he means expecting.
He's not expecting much.
Oh yeah. But
yeah.
Danilo, well, many people don't see Allegri that bad, like they did Pirlo, Asari, and that's unfair. Yeah, he should be. No, we are criticizing him. He should be criticized at this moment in time because he's underperforming.
We're calling him insane.
He's delusional at this moment. I will record another video to go over his quotes. It will drop tomorrow. He's insane. He's actually insane. He needs to be checked at this. If he really believes what he's saying, he needs to be checked.
Yeah. And Saad makes a good point there. If we're seeing progress or at least some good idea system, I wouldn't be upset. 100%. If losses came with a change in system, fair.
Like
because we're trying something new. But
on
if
Tuesday,
it's 4-4-2 since August, like holy shit.
Like on Tuesday, if he comes out and he says, you know what, I'm playing a 4-3-1-2. Pellegrini, you getting a start. De Winter, you're gonna start. Caio, you're starting today. I'm like, okay. If it doesn't work, I'm like, but you tried. At least you tried.
Yeah.
Like you tried to mix it up, to change something, to send the shockwave through the locker room, basically saying, I'm gonna replace you with kids if you're not performing. But he's not gonna do that. He's not. Like Pirlo would do that. He played Porta Nova against Crotone out of nowhere. And he was awful, but he tried it. And I was like, okay. But he's not doing. Allegri's not doing that. He's playing Rabiot, Morata. He's playing them all over again. You know what's going to happen. He's playing Bernardeschi. He's not playing Kulusevski. Like you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem at the moment. He's very delusional.
Yeah.
I'm not American.
Mo's saying, no, he's saying you and American. He's calling me American guy, and I take offense to that. Read Mo's comment first because he's a member.
Who? I'm not gonna. Mo. A 3-5-2 might solve the problem temporary, but Allegri. Oh, it moved away. Sorry. Let me see. But Allegri is stubborn. Yeah, like he's one of the stubbornest person ever. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do that. Like temporary. Maybe it's for the entirety of the season that he needs to play 3-5-2. But like he thinks the league cannot play 3-5-2. I don't know why he thinks that.
Crazy. Like
I don't know. God. Based on what? I don't know. Like everything. Like he gets asked that question many times, but he never gives an explanation onto why the league shouldn't be playing in a 3-5-2. Because I don't know why. Maybe you know. I don't see a problem.
There's no good reason why.
I don't see a problem.
This guy is a generational center back. He can play anything he wants. He's strong. He's solid. He's fast. He can play with the ball. He's good at heading. Like, there's no reason why he can't play anywhere at center back.
Yeah.
Like, he was horrible today. He was horrible on Tuesday. Fine. But on any other day, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, I know. The question is on the 10 or on the left. So, but yeah.
Sorry?
No, the question is what were my position and your position on the field. Your position on the field. If you play football, that was the question. I was like,
I could play anywhere.
On the 10 or on the left.
I'm not trying to be a dick. Nice.
Or on the right, but I don't like to right that much, to be honest.
I played a net a couple weeks ago. I played defense, center back, left back, center mid, attacking mid, forward.
You lost?
No, we won.
Okay.
2-0 since I've been there. They lost the first game when I wasn't there in Quebec.
Yeah. Hassani is saying, I think we are in a transition period. We need to pay for our mistakes. I agree. I think we should sell as much as we can and use players like Rovella, Fagioli, Sully. At least their salary is not overwhelming. So I agree we need to sell a lot. But the problem is nobody's gonna buy that. Like at the price we need or the money we need. But I agree. I understand what his point is. Like you're gonna need to drop the wages also, and Rovella's wages
are small.
Fagioli, if he keeps developing,
they would be small.
Sule, I get that, but like you cannot.
These guys are babies.
Yeah,
these guys are all babies.
You cannot.
Sorry.
You should be batting them in, but you cannot bat them in like 6 players at once. But I get what he means, and I agree with it.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you're gonna need to bet in you players.
Like You could have look at Borussia Dortmund. They had at one point Sancho, Haaland, and they had like Reina and 3 other young guys. Yes, it's nice and it's flashy, but it never works. Like, you're not going to win every game. Like, you're not going to win anything. But those are elite talents that are young as well. Like, these are guys with us who are just like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Dominique saying the difference between Sarri, Pirlo, Allegri is that he has credit in the bank, or management would look foolish if the question. Yeah. Like, if they sack Allegri now.
Yeah.
I think even Alcom will like, okay, what the hell is happening over here now? Like, it's been 4 coaches now, with him included, the first time. You keep sacking it, so I think the problem, like, he will say the problem is lying somewhere else. You're picking those managers and players. So at the end of the day, if they sack him now, they will look like fools. So they're not going to do it.
So hold on, let's go for a second. So Sarri was Nedved's pick, right?
No, it was it was
Nedved's pick. Pirlo was it Paratici's pick?
No, it was Agnelli. Basically said
that was Agnelli as well. Okay, so even the higher ups can't even.
Paratici wanted Conte when they sacked Allegri, and Agnelli said nope, he's not coming back. So yeah,
fair.
That's that. Morten is saying, why do you think Allegri plays Rabiot on the left wing? Why does he not move Chiesa to the left and Kulusevski to the right? That's what we said in the preview.
This is
like everybody.
Not just the preview. This is what we've been saying forever.
Like, everybody is saying that, Morten. Like, not just we. Like, somebody needs to ask Allegri that. That's why I said the questions
in the press conference.
The press conference questions are useless. Like, they ask who's gonna play, who's injured. Man, you will see who's injured, who's gonna play. I don't care about that at this moment in time. Like, I really, like, if it's a final, I care. Like, if you're gonna play Champions League final, I'll like, who's gonna play. But to Salernitana away, I don't really care at that point. Like, just ask him, why are you being stubborn and basically making Chiesa's life difficult, and also Rabiot's life, because he cannot play that position.
Is Agresti he's definitely in that press area, right?
Yes.
Like, someone important needs to just send him a message ask him a real question.
Yeah. Like, that's a good question. I don't know. If you get a generic question, then he's pissing all over us.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because everybody's like, you can see it. It's not just us. The comment section is also saying why. Because it makes more sense. Yeah. I don't know why. Adi's saying, I really don't see what's the right way out of this. I don't think anybody does at this point.
It's gonna just it's gonna get worse before it gets better. That's the only thing.
And also, you're gonna need like a lot of luck. Like, the teams above you need to have like a 1 month off period, and you need to somehow pick up points in that 1 month.
Yeah, and then continue that pace.
Yeah, but we never showed that we can do that.
No.
And the other teams never showed that they will go on that type of run.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wait. Matamoro is saying, cool, much love from Trinidad. Great.
Nice.
Yeah. I think sacking Pirlo was a mistake. Pirlo was brave and integrated youth players into the team. Duke won 2 trophies and 4th place finish as a... Wait, I cannot read that because it moved away. Like, I get that.
The longer
it's bad now.
This goes on, the longer this goes on, the more people are gonna start saying, "What the hell? Why'd you fire Pirlo?"
But you need to remember, like, we fluked our way in the top 4. Like, the starting from February, it was awful. Like, it was basically this season. What's happening now happened then.
Yeah.
So, but I get that. Like, the problem is not, like, he shouldn't have gotten the job in the first place. But the problem is, there's no direction. Like, you sack Allegri, you hire Sarri 1 season, you sack Sarri, you hire Pirlo, you sack Pirlo, you get back Allegri. Like, there's no project. Like, it's freestyling, and you can see that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Let me see. John is saying, we hire sporting director if the president and vice president don't take their advice. Why? That's why Allegri needs to get preferred transfers. He knows what his team needs. Maybe, yeah. But, like, at the end of the day, everything goes by Agnelli. So,
That's what happens when that's what happens when it's, like, family owned.
Yeah.
Like, if we had, like, an oil company working, there's no, like, they'd have a say, but they wouldn't really care as long as you're using their money wisely. Like, what's it called? Like, at Man City, they have the Sheik. He makes any bit, like, he says anything.
No.
He says, here's the money, you better spend this wisely.
They have a great footballing structure in place.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hanina is saying, let's ask.
Look at all these comments.
Pepe.
Guys, this is awesome. Keep it coming.
Because I want to close the show, but it's a good show, so we're going. Hanina is saying we should ask Pepe if he can ask Romeo. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
If they're in cahoots, sure.
Dominic saying,
I need to know. I would love to know.
Yeah, we all want to know. Dominic saying Inter won. My weekend is absolutely ruined. I'm not even looking at Inter like they're better than us. It is what it is. Like we have no right to speak at the moment. Bianconeri saying we're stuck with Allegri for at least 2 seasons. Can't sack 4 managers in 4 seasons. Allegri will be given 2 seasons. Whatever happens this season, whether we finish top 4 or not, I agree.
Yep.
Because he was taking the job if we were in the Europa League, so basically the club accepted it, that it could happen, in my opinion. Hassani saying, besides all the problem, why have we so many injuries? More than average, obviously. Like, some are on the players, but some are just on the team. I don't know, man. Like, we have a lot of injuries. It's insane. It's insane.
Like, the McKennie one today, it's a knee sprain, so, like, that's just an everyday, like, that's a sporting injury for sure. That's not the J Medical's fault. Yeah. But, like, whatever happened, like, he has his hip flexor. Did you stretch it? I don't know. Did you properly stretch before the guy? Like, it's weird.
Wait, let me see. Anina's saying people are forgetting Pirlo set Fagioli all season on the bench. Yeah, and that's why I said to people, like, everybody said Pirlo played some EU player. I agree. But he kept Fagioli on the bench, and that's probably for a reason. Again, I'm not saying, like, it's so bad. I would not matter. Like, I wouldn't mind if he plays, because can it get any worse than this at this point?
At this point, yeah.
But Pirlo also set him on the bench, and nobody shat on Pirlo for that. So
yeah.
Ironically, I think Higuain was our best signing in the past 10 years alongside Pirlo. Oh, I don't really agree. I liked Higuain, but I think
90
Vidal.
Million? No.
Yeah, it was obvious. Yeah. Like Vidal, Pogba, Lichtsteiner.
Realistically, if you're speaking financially and on the pitch, it's Pogba.
Yeah, it's Pogba, because that was just, I don't know.
It's out free, of nowhere. And you sold him for 96 mil.
Like the moment he stepped on the field, you're like, oh, we got him for free?
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. And that's not, like, these type of deals is what we need now, somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, cheap, and they need to bang. I hate to say it very much, trust me. I know it's very wrong, but I think Agnelli and Nedved should leave the club. They're not leaving. So, excuse me, we can talk about it, but, like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Maybe Nedved, but, like, Agnelli's not leaving.
Dude, like, are they such in a good friendship? Like, they yell at each other all the time, but they're in a very good, solid friendship that they'll never fire each other. Or Agnelli will never fire Nedved. And trust me, Nedved's my most favorite, beloved athlete of all time. But people
are getting mad at Nedved, but, like, he has no influence in the club. He's just there for vibes.
Yeah.
Just to basically be the face a bit of the team. Like, if you replace Nedved, like, his position in the club is, I don't want to say irrelevant, but it's nothing special, if you know what I mean.
No. So he's the guy who shakes a hand when they sign good players.
Yeah, like, it's nothing special. Like, it's not going to be changed. Like, they want to bring someone like Carnevale, something to basically to help Cherubini. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, at some point, like, at this moment in time when you're so bad, you're gonna need to give younger players a chance. Like, you have no chance. And maybe for them it's too soon. Maybe they will realize that in March. If they're still in 8th place and you can see, oh, this season is done, then maybe they will try.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a
John Soon saying an early
process.
spot on the board is not guaranteed. I agree. Like if his nephew said it's enough, you're gonna leave. But at this moment in time, there's no slightest rumor that it's going to happen, so it's pointless for us to talk about it.
The only thing I hear from Alcin all the time is he's like just happy. He's like, "Oh yeah, good job, guys."
Yeah, and also there's no replacement lined up. Like not even a rumor, so it's not happening. Oh my god, the chat is flying, so I cannot. The problem are not managers. The problem is the club recruiting under Conte and Allegri's first spell. We had a great squad and great recruitment since Paratici took the on himself in 2018. We had great squads and since Paratici took over, it went to shit. But remember, Paratici was part of the first seasons. He did a great job being on the background. He was a scout. And Morata was basically the number guys and basically get the best deal possible.
Paratici basically said, "Hey, can we get this guy?" And Morata says yes, and then he says, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah,
that's what happens. And
that's
right now it's what Cherubini to
it's Cherubini and you ask Arriva Bene, do we have money, and that's it.
Yeah, and are those like Arriva Bene? Again, he's not like he's a money guy. He's not really.
Yeah.
It's not his fault at all, in my opinion. Or like he's the least furthest from the product because all he does is say, "Yes, we can afford him."
Yeah, that's what he does. Adi's saying, I think taking Keane was a mistake. I hope we won't have to buy in, and why Caio doesn't get any chances. He can be worse than Morata. That's what we said. I think we're gonna need to buy Keane because it was so structured. The deal was that structured in that way that like you're
it's
gonna
3 million, then 4 million, and then the total sum after 3 years.
You're gonna sign him, and I don't know. Like at this point, Morata shouldn't be starting. You should be giving other players a chance to have a go. And if it's bad, if it's even worse, then you have some answers that you can trust no one. But at least you send a signal to Morata saying, okay, you're not playing, you're sitting on the bench.
Yep. So, Danilo Wall makes a good point here.
Cherubini was good in the face. So he was one of them who built. Also, Cherubini has done nothing so far. Like he got no money in the summer, and he brought in 2 players. Like he did what he needed to do with no money. Like, so I'm not judging Cherubini because like he should be getting a decent window with some money, and then we can judge him.
Yeah.
But for now, we cannot judge him.
But what he's done for the club in general, he's made the Juventus youth setup.
Yeah, he made it better.
Very good. Like it's actually very good.
Yeah, because the youth team just finished first, and like they battered Chelsea.
Yeah,
who are great. The U23s has improved. Like you can see at the players we were all talking about because
that was never happening.
Yeah, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, nobody knew any. Like you knew maybe Sekulov, and that's it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, now you know Miretti, Ranocchia, you know players, Sule, like you because they're getting mentioned because they're playing well. So we did a great job, but I'm not gonna judge them based on a summer when we had no money.
No, yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Bianconeri Globe is saying we won 9 straight titles, and now we might not win we might not win titles for 9 years in a row. Basically, I hope Agnelli wakes up and resigns. He doesn't want to spend enough to make you competitive again.
That's not true.
Like he spends. That's not true. It's a company. He spends what we have. Like if a new that president comes in, we will spend the same amount of money. The only thing that can change is basically the way we spend it or the way we go about it.
Yeah.
Like I said it, and people call me crazy. Like 2 years ago, I tweeted out when I had a different account that we should bring in Ralph Ragnick, not as a coach, but just
as a overseer of things.
Yeah, something complete, no friend of the club. Just give him the keys and let him build, because that's what he does. He can build. But he did, like, that's not how Italian clubs work, especially not ours. Danilo Wall saying Cherubini really has an eye for talent. I respect that. Yeah. It's not his fault that they don't start for us. I agree. And Ryan is saying we must use the youngsters. What could help? We got nothing to lose. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. So yeah.
At this point, if everything was nice and peachy and like we were actually fourth or something, don't use the youngsters. Like just continue on with what you're doing. But at this point, if you're gonna do that and start off against like Atalanta like that, just start Kulusevski or start frickin' Keane.
I agree.
Please.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, Danilo Wall is agreeing with you. Ralph Ragnick, he's a footballing maestro. Like and he could coach. He could do what you need, overseeing things. He could run anything you want, and he's going to be successful. So it's good for Man United.
And John made a great point. Remember, Agnelli's first move was to sign Marotta.
Yep. From Sampdoria.
The biggest disappointment was probably promoting Paratici too soon. All in all, he's been a great president. Yeah. And that's why maybe bringing in Carnevali can turn things around, because he's very experienced. And that's basically something that could help. But again,
you think that's part of this Locatelli deal?
Like again, he needs to leave a club. Like he's basically his family with the owners. Basically, he works.
Yeah.
He built that Sassuolo thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's possible at this age, at his age, if he even wants that.
Yeah.
But let's see. One more comment, and I think then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
One common theme under 3 different managers is the negative atmosphere around the squad and the lack of fighting spirit that defines us. If we can find that even through losses, we can fight a way back. I agree.
And that's part of that's one part of the identity of the team is the grinta.
Yeah.
And the little slogan of the club is Fino alla fine. So
yeah.
That's fine.
Bianconeri saying 7 points behind Atalanta. If we don't get if you don't go on a consecutive winning run for 5 to 10 games, we won't get into top 4. I mean, even 5 is a stretch. Like if we go on a
realistically, if I'm going to be honest here, we need to win 10 games in a row.
Oh yeah, like the last 5 games, we need to win them all. We need to win them all.
But I don't think that's not even enough.
No, but because before the winter break, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because Atalanta still needs to play, I don't know who, but like if you go in the winter break and it's again 3 points, then maybe you have a spark. Like you have something. But now the morale is down, and that's why I don't think we're even going to win at Salernitana. Last 2. I don't understand Allegri, how he wants the youngsters to mature if you don't give him minutes to improve. I agree. And Dominic is saying in a few years the Champions League will be the FA Cup. Apart from Bayern and PSG, no one can compete with the powerhouses of the Premier League. I agree. And maybe I think Real Madrid and also Barcelona, because they take out 100 loans. So they will compete.
They got all the money. They can get out of the situation they're in. They get money.
But yeah.
So that's that. Disappointing loss to Atalanta. But you could have seen it coming, and you couldn't have at the same time. It's not shocking. So for that, thank you for joining us today. That was almost 2 hours, guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. Thanks for listening. Thanks for giving your inputs. We really appreciate it. On behalf of Alejandro, follow him Alejandro BZ on Twitter. As you can see, all those nice hot takes are at the bottom right of the screen. Follow Justin Safaro at Justin Safaro on Twitter. Follow the Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram at Bianconeri Zone to stay up to date with all the latest stuff that's going on. There is a massive elephant in the room still to follow with that as well, behind the scenes of the club, not to mention the shit that's happening on it. And follow me if you want at Gennady151 on Twitter.
Also,
I like to make sarcastic remarks.
Okay. Also, Justin will do the ratings a bit later today. And tomorrow, just 2 videos, no live, and we will be back live on Monday. As always,
show.
usual hours preview Salernitana. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining.
See you guys.